share screen. There we go, and play. All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, everyone. Today, Tuesday, it is February 4th already. And today we're going to go over exceeding your client's expectations and what's the next part of this?
Which results into
Retention. That's the word I'm
yes.
looking for. And retention and retaining them. So when you exceed their expectations, so many agents I know, and Debbie knows this too, thinks that, if you ask an agent, so what did you do to exceed their expectations? And usually it's just their normal job. They think, well, I picked up the phone, I showed them houses, I wrote a contract and got them to closing, and that's it. Well, that's not exceeding their expectations. What did you do, especially for people that have bought homes before and used other agents or sold homes before? They're in their mind. I mean, everything looked on surface might have been great, or looked fine, but they're going to go, well, this agent did the exact same thing the other agent. Everything went smooth and fine. But what did you do to exceed their expectations to retain them as clients in the future or get referrals? So that's kind of, the topic for today. So Deb, go ahead.
I like this quote. I saw this and I thought this is absolutely perfect for today. So I've learned that people will forget what you said, what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. And that's kind of what we're talking about today. How are we making our clients or potentials feel about real estate in general and real estate agents? Because we are salespeople and salespeople get a bad rap sometimes. So we just have to
Right.
try and go over and around that however which way we can. So, you
Exactly.
want to personalize your interactions with people, get to know your clients. We're not transactional here. We love transactions, don't get me wrong. That's what keeps the doors open, but we want you to be relationship oriented. In other words, make relationships with your people. Talk to them a little bit, find out what's going on with them, and what their visions are in what they're trying to achieve. It could be just I just want to move into this house, or you could run into an investor who wants to buy 10 houses or 100 houses. You never know, but you won't know all those things if you're not talking to them. So getting to know your people is very important. Get involved in your community. Go to your town hall meetings, go to the Woman Safe if you have one of those, and volunteer there. Or maybe you have a halfway house you can volunteer to, or there's all kinds of other places, even the animal shelter. You can meet people at the animal shelter too if you want to volunteer there and stuff. But get involved in your community. Talk to your local mayor or townspeople, so that you can get to know them as well, because they might know things that are happening that you want to know about, like who's moving into the neighborhood, what businesses are coming in, what businesses are going out. You need to know all of those things. That's going to make you a nice rounded agent. Reach out to your past people, give them a happy one home anniversary, or maybe it's a birthday or a wedding anniversary and stuff. And you keep track of all this stuff in your Moxie Engage. That's what you use your CRM for, is all of these things that we're talking about, so that you can remember when you're talking to people what they
Exactly.
told you, right?
And do the things that friends and family do for them, with the follow-up, checking in on them, birthdays, wedding anniversaries. That's how you become the family real estate advisor for life.
Yeah, because you're building a relationship and you're
Building it.
taking your time to do it. Yes.
Exactly. So if you don't do those things, it's always baffles me. I mean, when agents get to a long end of a long transaction and showing dozens and dozens of houses and many offers, and they really don't know their kids' names or birthdays. I mean, what did you talk about?
Yeah.
Did you talk about anything personal? Ask questions. I think I heard a long time ago, people, if you ask people a lot of questions, like in a conversation, and just a friendly conversation with two people, so most people whoever talks the most Whoever asks the most questions, the person that talks the most, usually ends up more often leaving that conversation going, wow, I had such a great conversation with them because you asked questions that they talk the most, and you're asking them to talk about things that they love to talk about, which is usually family, work, friends, vacations, things like that.
Yeah. 82% of all transactions are repeat business or from referrals. Just so you guys know, that's what we're talking about. You want to build your business and be successful? Well, you have to start from the ground up because you got to get those referrals flowing so that referrals are from the other person who had a good experience with you telling their friends who then tell their friends. That's how you get the referrals. You want to stay on people's radars by following up with them, and you want to be frequent about it. So I'm not saying you want to annoy people by being too overly uh, in their face with things and stuff, but you want to have some frequency there so that they know, like, for instance, is if you're here at Homestar, everybody knows that I will call you once a month. And there are some agents who are sitting at the phone on Friday at 10 o'clock because they know I'm going to be calling them, right? That's frequent. You're making a habit for people to know. So with your clients, oh, she sends me a birthday card every single year. And then I get a holiday greeting from her too. That's 2 times in the year that that person knows that you're going to reach out to them, right? So they may not be thinking about you every single day, but they know at certain times during the year that you're going to reach out to them. You can make a lot of things automated through your CRM if you use ours, or if you use another one. There's lots of CRMs that have automated features for them. You can
Exactly.
leverage your social media also by sending things out that way and getting on one of those auto posters, right? So the auto
Mhm.
poster things that go with the social media, like your Facebook and such like that, you set it and forget it. You don't have to worry about it, right? So that's the one thing that I hear all the time. I don't have time for this. It's like, yes, you do, because it's not that much time.
Right.
It's 15 minutes
Exactly.
out of your day. You do have time for it. And it's
Right.
your business. You need to make the time for it. Put it on your time block. And pop buys, once the weather changes again, people will start doing pop buys again. And there's all kinds of fun things that we can do with that, right? Yeah, just watch our
Exactly.
videos. I give you a suggestion every single week.
Right. Lots of good info there.
Create memorable experiences. You want to do extra research. So if you have someone who's interested in a specific area, find out every single thing you can about it. Like there's Intel going in down by Columbus now. That is a huge, huge company that is building like crazy down there. What does that mean to us? Jobs. So people can buy houses because they're going to have to move there to work there. Know what is happening. That's your extra research. And then communicate all of that to people, right?
Yep.
So send out your little post about those things and communicate it, or make a little blurb that you put on your newsletter that you send to people in the email or you send to them in the mail. Uh, Reach out to them when it's the holidays or their birthdays and stuff like that. Little text messages don't cost anything, so you can send little text message updates out to people or celebrate things and show your appreciation for them. When you have a deal, whether it's with a buyer or a seller, show that you appreciate everything that they've done for you by helping you with your business, by giving back a little. You don't have to spend a ton of money on your clients when you close a deal with them, but you do want to let them know that you truly appreciate them and that you're ready for their next referral. Okay, so
Exactly. And
there's all
one thing
kinds of, go ahead.
I was to say, I remind agents, you're allowed to, when someone gives you a referral or whatever, you're allowed to give something of value to them, like a gift card or something, or buy them dinner or something like that. Because it's not business. Not when it closes. That's a kickback. So if someone says, just like any company sells leads, and we might have to pay for leads or pay for clicks. It's not business. It's not, if someone buys a house, yeah, I'll give you this. It just said, hey, it's just a thank you. So
Yeah.
you don't have to say it like, hey, you give me a lead, I'll give you a gift card. But if someone does, you can say, okay, here's, $25 at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or Amazon card or something on that, for just a lead, a referral, or something like that. So you could give things of value to people. Like what I would do if I had a sale and commission was $8,000, I would, over the next 10 years, I would say, okay, I want to send them like $50 a year or $25 a year gift card on their anniversary date of buying the house. Like, hey, remember this? Something you could budget for giving things to people, if you want things of value.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Have a plan. Once you figure out what it is that you want to do, put it down in writing so that the plan is right in front of you. Use a calendar if you want to. Identify the key touch points of when you're going to be reaching out to people. Plan ahead. So if you are going to be doing pop buys or you're going to be giving things out, you can plan ahead for that stuff. So when you are in the stores and you see something that's on clearance and you think, oh, that would be a really great thing for a Popeye, buy it, save it. So then you got it cheaply, right? You don't have to buy things all at wholesale or at retail prices. I'm definitely a bargain shopper, so I don't like to pay retail on anything. And that's how you build your business though, right? So you're buying things when they're on sale and you're keeping them ahead of time, or make sure you have those cards and you ordered them so that they're sitting there waiting for you when you're sending them out and such. Use diverse communication channels, text, email, pop buys, phone calls, different things, sending out mailers. Those are all different kinds of communication channels. And that way you're not just texting the same person every single month. You might text
Exactly.
them one month and you send them an email the next month, or maybe you do a phone call the next month and
And
stuff.
watch
So
and watch their social media. Like example, if you had 5 people on your list today to follow up with, it was like one of your 4 touches a year with those people. Maybe, a lot of days ago, I don't know what to talk to them about. Well, go on their social media, see what they're doing. If hopefully every 4 months, say you're reaching out to them, or just connecting with them. So the last 3 months, see what's been happening in their lives if they're on social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and you could reference that, like, oh wow, I saw your post about whatever a month ago and never got back, that was a great post or whatever, or something happened in their family or they had a vacation. So you got to spend a little time doing some research. But man, you just had 5 people a
yeah,
day. Say 5 people a day times 365 days a year. That's once a year. Times that by four, and that's all. That's, you could contact a lot of people by just 5 different people a day, 4 times a year. So if you do that math, so how hard it would be to look up 5 different people's social medias, what they were up to, send them a text or give them a call or email or mail them something on that. So
yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Um, you can do a little video about walking the dog park, or maybe walking trails and stuff once the weather changes too, and you can post those all out there as well. Those are also touches, like, especially if you tag somebody on social media and say, hey, thought you might like this. Something like that. It shows that you care. It shows that you are paying attention to them and you're not just all business and stuff. This is my Super Bowl thing, so I thought
it's
that would
good.
pop out. Let me tackle all of your real estate needs with the football. You can send that out on your social, or you can make little cards, uh, things like that. Um, if you remember a few weeks ago, we were talking about the Super Bowl and stuff, and maybe when you have your Super Bowl party, you have little things to eat and you have your cards sitting in different places or different stuff about Century 21. You can brand your Super Bowl party. There's nothing wrong
Good.
with that. I wouldn't go overboard with it, but you can have your stuff out because people will take it.
Right. And remind your
you know?
family. Just it's another way of reminding your family and friends.
Yep. And then another one is for the seasons when they change. I'm trying to think, send us good vibes of flowers right now. I'm kind of done with all the cold and everything. I know we have a little ways to go, but this one is one that you could get ready now and
Right.
then you have it for when it's National Flower Day or when the spring hits and stuff.
And we got some good CE coming up.
We do. The bankruptcy, good, bad, and the ugly with Hush. Core law is the 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. March 6th, we have why lenders miss closing dates. And April
Hmm.
3rd is the mortgage industry and what real estate agents need to know. I'm sure he's going to be giving us a little bit of an update on what's been happening since August as far as that one goes. And we'll have some more as soon as we get them. Uh, but you can always find our past videos on our website. You can always go to um, reach out to either one of us for additional suggestions on things and stuff, you know. But just remember, um, when you're out and about, wear your apparel, you know, wear a hat, wear a t-shirt, wear a name tag, carry your reusable bag and stuff like that so that people know who you are.
Right. It's just it's funny. I said this a while ago. Speaking of football and Super Bowl, I'll see people, especially our agents, that have no problem on a random day out wearing the jersey of whatever their favorite sports team, and it's not a game, it's not anything. It's just they. But why do people wear jerseys? Because they want to show people, the public, without even saying that I back this team and I like this team, but they never do it for themselves. Something
Yeah,
that could make you money.
yeah,
You should be your number one team. Have your name, your Century 21, have your Century 21 logo, shirts, whatever. You're the number one team. Have a hat. But we're so big on doing things and supporting teams, but that's great. I do too. I have my Cleveland jerseys. Depends upon what my mood is. Like my favorite Browns one I have is says we almost always almost win.
yeah,
Got that a
we
couple of years
almost
ago.
do.
Always, almost, always, almost always, almost win. But yeah, have something with you, about being a realtor, a logo, or your name, something that to show the public. And I know it happens out there. Agents that are sitting in the line at the grocery store, and they have their thing at someone, while they're waiting, brings up a conversation with them about real estate, like, I sold my house with Century 21. Oh, my grandmother used to work for Century 21. It just increases the opportunity for that. Don't be shy
Yes.
about that.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely. It's a conversation starter. And there's so many different like t-shirts and regular shirts and polo shirts and sweatshirts and all kinds of stuff that you can put the brand on and it's they're cute. I know I'm
and
talking to the girls here, but they're cute, right? They have a lot of cute
right.
stuff that you can incorporate in your wardrobe.
Example, what I would tell agents is so many agents, I've heard the story of them pulling up to a listing, pulling up to a showing, and they have some car magnets. Obviously, I say car magnets because you could put them on when you're working and you could take them off. But so many times I've had agents say, I went to a listing appointment the other day, I had my car magnets on. By the time I got out, one of the neighbors came up and go, "What are you doing here? This house going on the market?" Well, I have someone that buy before they even list the property, they got someone because they had something on their car. Now, I'm not going to go back to old Century 21 days. They had lots of stories from agents where the gold coats and people come up to them. Don't have to do that, but have a flag, of a car flag, something that when you're on duty and going someplace, you should have someone showing everybody what you do because it might run into people. I mean, plumbers do it,
Yeah.
electricians, builders, they all have their name on the side of their truck. And what do? We go to houses too, anybody doing work, but for some reason, a lot of agents go, well, I don't know why they don't do more of that. of have that. So just another idea to help promote. It can't hurt. It can't hurt. It can
That's
only
true.
help.
That's very true, and the magnets are not that expensive. We do have templates for them, same as our business cards and stuff. So if you do want to get the magnets, all you got to do is reach out to me or Julia. We can get them ordered for you. And I think for under $30, you can get both sides of your car done. So,
And
I mean, it's
the only thing I say, this is a joke, but it's serious. If you have your magnets on, be careful how you drive. It's only happened twice or maybe three times in 20 some years. I've had someone call the office and because they looked up the office number, said, "You're one of your agents. I saw their thing and they cut me off or they were speeding or I'm like, oh, okay. So be careful. They know who you know who you are. They have your
yeah,
phone number. They have your name, company name. So be careful of how you're driving out there. So that's.
yeah.
But well, thanks for joining us today, everyone. And remember, reach out to Debbie or myself. We're happy to help in any way. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.